How we doing? You might be asking yourself, why are you in the kitchen? Well, I'll explain. Today we're going to make one of my favorite trail snacks, roasted chickpeas in the air fryer. So it's a pretty simple recipe. The only things you need, a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, the seasoning of your choice. Today we're going to use a taco seasoning that we picked up at Costco, and a little bit of oil. Definitely you want a high heat oil, so like an olive oil or a vegetable oil. Something that's not going to get super smoky. I would avoid coconut oils, for example. So step one, you're going to need to drain your chickpeas. And that does take a little bit of time. So we'll just let those sit and we will come back to them in a few minutes. So what we're going to do first is we'll put the chickpeas with no oil into the air fryer, and we're going to let them cook about 4 or 5 minutes at around 370 just to help dry them out a little bit more. Alright, so there we have the drained and slightly dried chickpeas. So now we're going to transfer these to another bowl, add the oil, and add the seasoning. So once they come out of the air fryer, you're going to add some oil. And you're basically just going to cover the chickpeas in oil and the seasoning of your choice. Today we're using this taco seasoning. It's the only one I've ever found that's vegan. So that's pretty cool. You can use any seasoning you want. You can use barbecue, ranch, which I haven't figured out how to do the ranch ones vegan yet. But anything you can think of. Salt and pepper, chili and lime, whatever you like. So you're going to cover the chickpeas in the oil and the seasoning of your choice. Mix them up real good, shake them around. Make sure they're fully covered. And then back to the air fryer we go. You want, as much as you can, you want to try to get just a single layer. Nothing doubled up or stacked on top of each other. And now we're going to bump the temperature up, and we're going to set the time for 15 minutes. And we're going to stop them every 5 to 8 minutes and stir them. So like I said earlier, if you don't have an air fryer, you can still make this recipe, and most of the steps are pretty much the same. You still want to toss them in oil and the flavoring of your choice, but instead of putting them in the air fryer, you'll lay them out on a cookie sheet, and you'll want to cook them in the center rack of your oven at about 375 to 380 for 15 to 20 minutes. And after about 15 minutes, you're going to check to see if they're crispy. And if they're not, then bake them for 5 more minutes, check them again. If they're still not crispy, bake them for 5 more minutes, and on and on and on until you get that nice crispy texture that you're after. So each can of chickpeas makes about 2 servings, and each serving has around 130 calories, 7 grams of protein, and 21 grams of carbohydrate. So they're a really good trail snack. You know, give you a lot of energy to keep moving along and reach those summits. All right, the air fryer's done. Let's check these out. Oh yeah, those are great. Nice and crispy, nice and covered in the taco flavoring. These are gonna be awesome. Perfect. And there you have it, one of my favorite do-it-yourself vegan trail snacks, roasted chickpeas. Now, I use taco seasoning on these ones, but you can use sugar and cinnamon, you can use barbecue. The possibilities for flavors are endless. It takes about 20 minutes start to finish to do 1 can, and 1 can makes about 2 servings. So that'll give you an idea of, you know, how much you would need to make depending on how much you want to carry and how long your trip is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop some comments below and let me know what flavor combinations you've come up with, or if you have any further questions about the recipe. We'll talk again soon.